YouTubers, welcome back to Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. Getting this baby set up. Get you guys all hair tied in. So you don't go flying. We don't want you guys to go flying. Here we go. I am stuffed. Oh. Eating my steak. Hello, Robbin. Long time no chat. How's that kitty doing? Is she still being mean to you? Mean kitty. Mean kitty. Hi, Trudy. Spring. Good morning, girl. Are you causing trouble? Are you coming in to cause trouble? That's what we expect from you. That's what we love about you. Good morning, everyone. I'm in. Good morning, Marion. Wow, you're all popping in. Hello. All my people are here. My nose is running. Apparently, of course you are. You're kind of like Robin's kitty. She's a troublemaker, too. Excuse me. Apparently, it's a natural response when you're full. A must-do before the doctor visit. Well, good luck at the doctor today, Spring. Hello, Paula. Oh, Niles gave you a hug. He's so sweet sometimes. Sometimes. Apparently, it's a natural response for us to to sneeze. Oh, he's already beaten you, Paula. Now he's being mean. So if anyone wants to play rock, paper, scissors, just type in RPS. And Niles will play rock, paper, scissors with you. He gets kind of cranky when he loses a lot. I wonder if I don't think... Oh, see? Now he's being mean right off the bat. Apparently, it's a natural response for us to start sneezing when we're full. Good morning, Kim. Fuel and Def are good, and I just took a handful of vitamins, which topped off my stomach, which triggered me to start sneezing. Hi, Mara. Oh, see, now Niles is helping you out there. You don't want to go to work with something green in your teeth. I'm sorry, girl. What are you going in for? So anyway, in my years before I lost, 160 pounds, I believe that those responses were numbed in me. That food was a numbing thing. Mentally, physically, it was numbing for me. And it was all the things, because I have such an eating, I want to say, disorder where I eat because I'm bored, I eat because I'm happy, I eat because I'm I eat, and so that's why I weighed I weighed 310 on my wedding day. So losing all that weight, my theory is, because I was told that this is a natural response to being full, girl, mass exam. Okay. Prayers for you, Spring. It's going to go okay. It's going to be fine. You're going to be good. We love you and we want you to be healthy, right? So anyway, my theory is that now that I've lost all that weight and I've started to get more in touch with, that full feeling, that those natural responses, that particular natural response has come back. Yes. So everybody be praying for Spring today. Not a fun appointment to go to. I tell you what, I went once because I thought I felt something and it was nothing. But yeah, I stress eat. I do all the things. And that's why I weighed 310 pounds at my top weight. So anyway, I went in once and I'm tell you what, I got flabby old ribbons for breasts, right? They squeeze those suckers so hard. Oh my god, I'm like, ah! I didn't like that. I haven't gone in for one since. Yeah, prayers for you, Spring. I'm drinking my coffee, going on duty. I already did my pre-trip, but I gotta log it now. Yeah, it was no fun. Not a fun thing. What am I doing? This morning of course I sat up and plugged in the percolator, get my coffee going. Read my chapter. Got my coffee fixed up, my first cup. Then I got my second cup percolating because I only had one cup left in the pot. So I had to get another. The pot holds 2 cups. My eye is so much better. I mean, it's like it's like I need to sleep for whatever is in there to get all gooped up and gooped out. You know, now my eye is fine. But I stopped early yesterday because there was something in my eye, and plus my eyes were burning, and I still haven't caught up to daylight savings time either. It's been tough. So, and I cooked my steak for today for my eating window, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I got all these things going on. Oh, and then I crocheted on my item for the spring Yarny YouTube hop. That video will go up on Tuesday. I'm almost done with it. I've had to fudge it a lot. Yes, my eye is good. I forgot about that, Robbin. Thank you. So I'm working on that, and that will be revealed like it hasn't been revealed in some of these lives because it's been so fun. And that will be revealed officially on Tuesday, which is the first day of spring, for the spring Yarny YouTube hop. And there'll be a giveaway of that great yarn. Oh, you won that time, Paula. He's gonna get mad at you if you keep winning. Gonna get mad. Oh, and here's my Noah scarf. I've been keeping it right here so I can see it when I look in the visor mirror. I love my Noah scarf. It's meant to have this curled up, wavy, non-blocked edge on it. So anyway, I am in Phoenix, Oregon, which is just south of Medford, just north of the California state line. So I'm headed down to California. I think I'm headed to Kettleman City tonight. There you go. You can see all the bot commands at that link for Niles. He does a lot of things. He does a lot of things, and I plan to add more names. Like if you type in Robbin, R-O-B-B-I-N, he'll respond. If you type in Andrea, if you type in Connie, and I need to get more names in there, right? Ellen, I don't think I have spring. I was just sitting here thinking, don't I have spring? Seems like I do, but I'm not sure that I got it in there. I think I thought about putting it in there and I didn't get it in. Sorry, spring. I meant to get a response. I'm heading south to Kettleman City, California. I think that's where I'm going to stop tonight, barring anything. No school tomorrow. Oh, really? Is it like an in-service day or a holiday, or what's going on tomorrow? March. That'll be March 15th, right? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I got light going on in here. Yeah, March 15th. I'm just kind of waiting on a little more daylight. I like a little more daylight. Teacher work grading day. Okay, okay. I think we called them in-service days when I was growing up. I went to school in Oregon all 12 years. Well, 13, 14 if you count college. Oh, now Niles is going to sing to you guys. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, good morning. Here's my Noah scarf. And it's meant to be. Joyce was talking about it needing a gentle block. I don't think so. I mean, I meant for this to be all curly and overstuffed, you know, the border on it. I meant for this to happen, and I meant for it to be like non-blocked. But if she wants to block it, it's her piece. But I think just a wash, you know, just a wash and lay out to dry would be fine. Of course, I use Savor yarn, ice yarn. She's using some different yarn, beautiful colors. I'm very excited about it. Very excited about it. Wavy? What is? Yes, wavy. Yes. It's meant to be wavy. It's wavy in the stitches here, and it's wavy on the edges. It's meant to be all buckled up like that. I did that on purpose for a couple of reasons. But okay, taking care of your parents. Thank you, Kim. I love that yarn. I love this scarf, and I love this yarn. This Savor yarn. Feels good. Squishy. I don't know. 100% acrylic, 7-ounce skeins. Draylon acrylic. It's supposed to be a premium acrylic. 7-ounce skeins. That's what I can remember. Because I don't have a skein. Yeah, it's a 4-weight. Wouldn't this be pretty in a 3-weight like paint box, Simply DK? It would be nice in a DK. Anti-pill. Yeah. Hi, HD. We need to talk, HD. I keep thinking I need to contact you. Oh, you won. Oh, he's being nice. Being nice for the moment. But it's early. It's early. I already got out and did what I needed to do. I probably need to do one more little trucker chore, make sure we're all seaworthy for the trip. We're going up. We're going to head south on I-5. Who wants to drive, by the way? Who's volunteering to drive today? Because I would rather just sit in the back with the rest of you and chat and crochet and finish my spring Yarny YouTube hop project and move on to my squares for the square swap, for the spring square swap. So, will you, Kim? Thank you. Thank you. All you have to do is go south on I-5. We're going to stop in Lodi, though, to top off the fuel and death. By the time we get there, we'll need to do that. Oh, Okay, so there's 3 of you. You're going to have to take turns. I've never had anybody fighting over driving the big truck. Okay, we'll go in order. Good morning, Amber. We're Team Amber here, you guys. There's a link to one of Amber's, not her latest video, but one of her great videos. No tolls, no way stations, and I'll drive. I hate stopping. Okay, so we'll let you drive Spring after we get fuel in Lodi. Then you won't have anything. It's just, you just hammer down, girl. Okay, you and your parents and Spring, we're praying for. Spring's got to go check out a thing today at the doctor's office. One of these things. Yeah. I'm on a mission, driver. Good. We'll just let you hammer down from Lodi to Kettleman City. And we can switch trade drivers at the bug station. Hi, Kari. Good morning. Yes, prayers for you and your parents and for Spring. Yes. So, you guys, so Kim can drive to the first way station. Robbin can drive to the bug station. Marion can drive after that. And then from Lodi on, it can be Spring. Kari, that's not going to happen. I know what you're talking about. That's not going to happen. No. That's why I say don't get your hopes up. It's not going to happen. Not going to be a thing. So let's not. We thought something really kind of wonderful was going to happen, you guys. And Kari, I'm sure, is very excited about it. But I knew better than to get excited. Let's just, you know, if it happens great, but it doesn't look like it. So, yeah. All of that. Sounds like a plan. Oh, for the 12 squares. Oh, I don't think I got another email on the 12 squares. I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about someone else. I don't think so, but I stopped early yesterday and yeah. So I stopped early yesterday because I was having an eye problem. I didn't even get 400. I was just short of 400 miles yesterday. How many miles did I drive yesterday? 336 miles yesterday because, yeah, it was one of those days. I started out just south of Portland, delivered in Portland, picked up in Portland, and then headed south again to head towards, where is my hat? There it is. To head towards, Southern California, and I had something in my eye. My eye was beet red. It wasn't blood red, but it was red, and it was starting to goop, but I was trying. The last time this happened, I had some sand in there from being down in the wind in Arizona, and I was headed up I-5. Well, and then yesterday, it's like, what is in my eye? What is my problem here? Because it was itching, and it was, it felt like something was in there, and I think I kind of scratched, whatever was in there, kind of scratched the lens a little bit. I'm like, okay, don't mess with it this time, because last time you just made it worse, Dana. So I has a sty in her eye that got there that, oh, you know what they say about a sty in the eye? You get a sty in the eye for peeing in the road. That's a very old saying, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with your mom. But that's an old saying. If you pee in the road, you get a sty in your eye. Old saying, yes. So anyway, yeah, something got in my eye. I think it's gone. But it was really red, and whatever was in there was still in there, and every time I blinked it would get worse. And so I stopped kind of early yesterday here in Phoenix, Oregon, and went to bed early. I did play. I belong to myleague.com, and I play on pogo.com games in a league called A League of Our Own. One of the leagues on Casey's Ladder, myleague.com. Anyway, to stay eligible for things, I've got to play at least once every other day. So I played a world-class solitaire game in a tournament. I think I won. There were like six tournaments all in a row, and I think I won that last one. I don't know. I just play. My favorite game on Pogo is Tri-Peaks. I love Tri-Peaks, and it's the reason that I'm on Pogo. But Pogo.com. Yeah, how is everyone this morning? Anyway, so I played a quick tournament, and then I shut off all the lights, pulled the curtains, and switched over from Little House to some kind of crime documentary. Pogo is fun. You know, I haven't either. But 20-some years ago, I ran a league, a pyramids league. I know, I forgot about Pogo too. I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that that it's still there. I ran a Yahoo Pyramids League on Casey's Ladder, myleague.com, 20-some years ago. It was called Lighthouse Pyramids. And yeah, Paula, I was surprised because I'm sitting there. I had paid for Pogo Plus or whatever, Club Pogo, because I got sucked into that trap to pay for that for a year when I was sitting at home this last time. And I gotta do my DVIR. And while I was in Tri-Peaks, which is my favorite game in Pogo, all of a sudden the chat room just got loaded with people, and they were running a tournament, and I'm like, wow, wait a second, I remember doing this years ago over on Yahoo. Come to find out, myleague.com is still there. It is still there. I'm gonna put Petro. I think we're in Phoenix. How do you spell Phoenix? Not P-H-Y. Phoenix, Oregon. There we go. Next. Dun, 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 dun. What does this one say? Phoenix, Oregon. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, time to roll, you guys. Hi, Kim G. Yeah, so anyway, I, of course, joined myleague.com. Weather alert for Denver. Denver is under a severe snow warning tonight and tomorrow. That was yesterday. Seal, quick reminder, please do not break the seal on any load. Blah, blah, like, come on. We're experienced truck drivers. Did you really? Okay, so I'll have to check my email and get them added to that group. Niles is being fresh. He's fickle, though, just like any guy. He'll change his mind in 2 seconds, and he'll start being a turd. Okay. Let's hit the road. Who's driving first? I think it's Kim. Yarn Happy Kim. Excellent, Kari. Thank you. So then we only need 9 more after that. We need 9 more people to fill that group in the spring square swap. Okay, let's see if she rolls. She rolls good. Let's do a tug test. Okay. Let's turn you guys around. You'll find one. I'm going to turn you guys around and plug you in. Plug you in so you don't go dead. Don't die. Please don't die. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put my earphones in. Last night I actually got behind a good driver. I let him over by the old-fashioned way. That is nice. Yeah. Well, and being further east, you'll get more of that than you will out here in California. Sorry, Joyce. I got friends who live in California. I shouldn't be too critical. I'll ask my other Discord group to see if... Oh, okay. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah. I think we're going to end up with 2 groups. Maybe 2.5. Maybe there'll be like a half a group. Oh, yeah. Short messages because I'm scanning. If there's a long message, I'm going to be, I won't be able to see it. Because I'm scanning my mirrors, my windows, and then I scan across the chat, but I'm not going to see everything, and short messages are the best way. Okay, here we go, you guys. You straighten up there, people. Straighten up. There we go. And at some point, we're going to be spinning a little bit because I'm going to be going over Mount Ashland. And also, I'll let you guys know, I'll flip the screen around when I get a phone call from the old ball and chain, my dispatcher, George. Turn left on Grove. Make sure nobody's coming. I don't see anybody. I can't see over there. Okay. If I pulled out in front of somebody, I'm sorry. Nope, nobody there. Good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now that I plugged in I got my radiation-free earbuds. I don't like the idea of putting microwaves in my ears. You know, that's me and all my health theories. Oh, good. Thank you, Kari. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Okay, engine braking prohibited. Kiss my rear end. Jake brakes save lives, people, and we ignore those signs that say no engine braking. Really? Do you want a semi-truck in your living room? Or would you rather hear the sound of a Jake brake? Yeah. Look at the flowers on these trees. Wow. I love flowering trees. Look at them. They look like snowball trees, little snow puff trees. Okay, prayers for you. Good luck today, Spring. Spring, I would love it if you contacted me and let me know how it goes, because now I'm concerned. I don't always make it to your live. Sometimes I get in there for a minute and then, you know, something happens and I'm out. But yeah, I'd love to hear how you're doing, my friend. Okay, off we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Everybody got their seatbelts on? Turn left on North Phoenix Road. North Phoenix Road. Chuck steak for breakfast today. That's kind of a weird traffic pattern. Some genius with a pencil figured this out.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Some genius made everything weird. They do something similar to this in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Okay, bye, Kari. Have a good day. Okay. Headed to I-5. Oh, here we go. Yellow light. Yellow light!
1/4 mile. Take the ramp on the left to I-5 south toward Ashland.
Weird traffic pattern here. I bet they get a lot of people running a red light through here because they swap sides. Bye, Kari. Because they swap sides. Like the lanes crisscross each other up here. Here it is. They do this in Cheyenne, Wyoming too, just on I-25, just south of town when you're going to like the Loves or the Flying J there. Weird. Okay, watch that trailer swing. Here we go. Oops, I yanked on you. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Keeping spring in our prayers. Chuck steak. Chuck steak. Okay, I gotta get over.
Continue on I-5.
Because DOT's on the side of the road. Oh, they're on this side too, so. Traffic behind me because they don't look up and read traffic and see what's going on. They're like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing slowing us down in the left lane? I'm getting over for DOT workers, people. People. Gotta look up and read traffic. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy pass. He's having trouble getting up to speed too. I get to do 64 miles an hour until we start climbing Mount Ashland. Let's see, he's doing 59. I'm only up to 54. I got the cruise set at 64, but then I got to drop it down. I'm probably gonna have trouble. If I make it to 64 miles an hour between here and the base of Mount Ashland, it won't be for very long, because then I'm going to climb Mount Ashland at 30 miles an hour if I'm lucky. Did I not call it? Who heard me a couple of weeks ago say, I think they're on their way out? Who heard me say that? Like, I've been saying that for like 3 weeks. I called it. And ever since then, people have been talking about, you know, my Joanne's just closing down. I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. I said it like 3 weeks ago, maybe more, because we were discussing, I don't remember where we were, what live we were in, or whatever. Or maybe it was someplace else online where, and I'm like, I don't think everybody was talking about how hard it is, when it comes to ordering from Joann's and all the problems we've been having with Joann's. I'm like, I'm getting the impression that Joann's isn't going to last, which is sad because, and I said this in that conversation, wherever it was, I grew up going to Joann's for fabric, for all kinds of things. And then as a very young adult, living in the Dalles, I got into cross stitch. And where do you go in a little town like the Dalles to get floss, to get a full cross stitch kit, to get floss, or buy those leaflets with the cross stitch charts in them? I went to Joann's. Joann's was my outlet for a hobby. They just filed for bankruptcy though. And Glenda's got her finger on, I'd be listening to Glenda. She's pretty dang bright when it comes to, she's very well informed because she's got ins. Let's just say she's got ins. Yeah, no more big twists. See, and I've been in busy stores and I've been in stores that are just like ghost towns. Like I've been in the one in Ontario, Oregon, over on the Idaho border a lot. That when I first got back into crocheting, it was only about a 30-minute drive at the most to cross over into Oregon and hit Joann's, and there was no sales tax in Oregon, so that's where I went. And then there was a grocery outlet right across the road, and a buy mart, so if I wanted any red heart, I could usually get a little bit of a better price on red heart if I walked across the parking lot to buy mart rather than buying it at Joann's. But my big twist, I always got at Joann's. My cotton combs, I always got at Joann's. Thumbles? What's thumbles? What are you talking about, Robbin? You lost me. Thumbles. Anyway, I used to, it's like, I have good memories going to Joann's. But more and more, over the last, I'm going to say 5 years, I've gotten very kind of disenchanted with Joann's. And I'm sad though that Joann's has gone so downhill. Because I got good memories of shopping at Joann's. I mean, that was my creative outlet, was to go to Joann's and get something for my newfound cross stitch hobby. It was a comfort thing for me to be able to cross stitch something, and cross stitch is so beautiful. I'm not sure whatever it is that was in my eye is out, because I feel like an itchy when I blink. I don't know what it is. I'll just let it work itself out, because it feels better than it did yesterday. It's not hurting like it did yesterday. Everyone on a craft supply paw is hurting them. Yeah. Well, and I feel like the Joann's stores have needed a remodel for many years. Oh, Mrs. C, I'm so happy to see you. I emailed you about a week or so ago. And I hope you got that email. I emailed you and Anya. Yeah, but apparently Creative Grandma is saying that Joanne's has filed bankruptcy. I haven't checked my emails this morning, so not all stores will close while they try to recover. I hope they try to recover. I hope they do. What did Glenda say, Ellen? Did she give more detail other than they're filing for bankruptcy? I hope they try to recover. Yes, good morning, Mrs. C. I have felt for a while that they are, well, I feel like my report was March 3rd. Okay, but apparently Glenn definitely gonna watch her video. Okay, so she just put up a video. I kind of consider Glenda an inside. Oh yes, our spring square swap. We do need 9 more people. I feel like Glenda is pretty much an insider with her connections with Lion Brand, and I feel like she's an industry insider. So she put up a video this morning about Joanne's. Woo! Okay. Okay, so Mrs. C, if you will email me at DanasWanderlustCrochet@gmail.com, I will separately from Anya, and then I will email Anya again, seeing if I can get a hold of her. It's honestly, I know that people target me and they steal my ideas when they do this, but I don't care. I'm not gonna walk on eggshells. It's about doing like a charity crochet along using your somebody for Glenda's channel is Creative Grandma for the Mountain States Children's Home in Loveland, Colorado, in conjunction with the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social coming up this fall, which is in Boise, Idaho. But mostly, you know, you've been doing your somebody lives on Sundays, and I've got them all saved in a playlist. And I think if we had somebody as a stuffy, an amigurumi, a choice of either that or like a blanket from Anya, because I prefer blankets. I'm not an amigurumi person, but I do have my somebody sitting right next to my dually in the motorhome. I think these people who are falling in love with your somebody, or people who want to do one of Anya's beautiful blankets, that there'll be a choice in the crochet along to donate, to get them done and donate them to the Mountain States Children's Home in Loveland, Colorado for Christmas. Anyway, that's the whole idea. Okay, thank you, Ellen. Okay, so anyway, email me and I'll email you back. I figured neither one of you saw that email. That's why I commented under in your video yesterday. Well, come on, Peterbilt. Come on around, Pete. You got this, buddy. It's getting a little chilly in here. Let's get a little warm up here. Anyway, I think the somebody would be so precious for the Mountain States Children's Home. So think orphanage is what it used to be, kind of. Now they're you know, they're not just, you know, a place to dump children, but children who have been displaced from their families for whatever reason, either temporarily or permanently. That's what the children's home is. Hi, Joyce. I'm headed your way. I'm probably going to spend the night in, she's been doing a live somebody like crochet along every Sunday, Ellen. And I'm creating a playlist because she didn't have them in a playlist. So I'm creating a playlist for that. Because the somebody is such a cool thing. I have a somebody, just so you guys know. I'm special. Every Sunday at noon, yes. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. And even if it's something you can't do, I think we could put our heads together and find someone else. If it's something that you're not interested in, no big deal. You don't have to. But I would like to see a big crochet along drive of 2 patterns. One, you know, an amigurumi, something special like the somebody, and 2, maybe one of onions blankets or somebody similar to come up with a fairly easy blanket. Something I definitely would do. Don't be afraid to say no, girl. Don't be afraid to say no. Oh, and Mrs. C, type in RPG or RPS. Just the letters RPS in the chat, and you can play rock, paper, scissors with Niles, the nightbot. Show her how, you guys. Yes, thank you, Ellen. RPS. Let's see if he ignores you. Oh, he's not going to ignore you if you lose. Every once in a while, he'll just say your name, and then he'll turn his back to you and walk away. There you go. Oh, to my piece of paper. We play rock, paper, scissors. We play, Dana. Don't get angry at other drivers. Don't say things that you have to apologize for. I gotta say, sorry, Father. I forgot myself. I forgot who I am. Yeah, Niles is pretty good at RPS. Come on, Spiffy truck, let's go. You got it, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Go, baby, go. Yeah, mule. We're climbing the mountain, and we'll probably get some buffering going over some of these summits. Yes, pass me on the left like a grown-up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Dana, don't get cranky. Don't get cranky with other drivers. Let him go. He did good. He did good. Some of these guys will come over on the shoulder and pass me on the right. It's just not nice. It's not right. Not right. Look at that sunrise. Holy cow. It's gorgeous this morning up here in the Siskiyous. This is part of the Siskiyou mountain range. It is beautiful. And it's only 7:43 a.m. here on the West Coast. We're not even really on the coast. We're inland a little bit, but yeah. I-5. I think you can compare I-5 on the west coast to I-95 on the east coast. Rainbow colors. I see a lot of beautiful golden sunrise. Of course, you know, you're seeing something different through the camera lens, that's for sure. Beautiful stuff. Love the colors. This is, if you believe in, which I don't know that I believe in this, but if you believe in Bigfoot, this is Bigfoot country. I don't know. I've seen some things that are very compelling. I shared that link with you, Marion, about that Bigfoot expedition. It's about 2/3 of the way, or within like 10 minutes of the end of that link. Good morning, Jill, where he showed what he is saying is an actual face of a day watcher Sasquatch. That's what he's saying it is, and it looks pretty authentic and compelling to me. You can see the eyes and a little fly buzzing around the face, and the day watcher blinks. Got you on the TV? Okay, do your thing, girl. He magnifies it because he was a little ways away, and then he slows it down. So I don't know. It's very compelling. And there's nothing I hate more than being lied to, manipulated, tricked. Because it makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel, I think it's a matter of making me feel powerless mentally. And so it makes me really upset. So I'm afraid to really give into that, that documentary. Because I do feel like that guy, for all his credentials that he shouts from the mountaintops, I think he shouts them a little too loud. There's something about it that makes me go, yeah. Oh! He doesn't have any problem telling you when you lost. It's when you win. If you win too many times in a row, he kind of disrespects you. He gets a little ornery. Typical guy. Doesn't like to lose. Doesn't like to lose. Oh, Miles is getting sweet on you, Jill. Sometimes he's nice, but he's fickle, just like any boy. The minute you mention the word love, you'll hear him go, oh, whoa, wait a second, let's just be friends. Jill, I was watching, I haven't finished watching it yet, but I'm still watching your live the other day about the North Pole killer. So, the North Pole's serial killer, I was really interested in that because of our connection to Laura, right? So I was very interested. I'm still watching that. Oh, you tell him, Mrs. C. You know, Denisha gets in here and she really gives him, you know, don't you start with me, Niles. She puts him in his place. Definitely. She chews him out. She's just like a grandma. She tells him what is and what isn't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Danny puts him in his place. buff here because I am climbing this mountain peak. So it happened on my end too. You go, Werner, you got it. Here comes a bobtail from Greenway. Come on, buddy. You got it. You got it. It is 38 degrees here. I know Paula, what were you saying, Paula? I'm trying to remember now. Did you say it's 45 degrees there today? It's 38 degrees here. Oh, you dropped. Well, you guys, I know that it started. Yes, it's me. I know that you started buffering on my end there for a few seconds. Yeah, so we're coming up on Mount Ashland ski area, exit 6. So that means I'm 6 miles north of the California state line. We're headed there. We're almost to California. Joyce, have you walked those puppies yet today? Those pretty, pretty puppies? Come on around. Come on around, wide load. We're 3 wide here. Okay. Come on over, buddy. Oh, here's another one. I'm going to get over for him. I couldn't get over for that first one because that one truck is on the shoulder. There you go, buddy. They're flying up the hill. Those things must be pretty light. Plus, those heavy haul trucks, they're beefy. The power in those trucks, they're pretty beefy. But I'm thinking those mobile homes, those manufactured homes, they might be just shells, so they may not be that heavy because they're flying up the hill. So this is the exit for the Mount Ashland ski area. I've never been there. And like I said, we're doing 30 miles an hour. 80 degrees today. Hang on, I gotta get to where I don't have a glare. 80 today, 60 tomorrow. Okay. 60 or 50? I don't have my glasses on. 60, I think. Absolutely. About 30 minutes each with hubby having a knee injury. I get twice the walks. Oh, you walk them one at a time? Or each walk with both of them is 30 minutes? That's my blue baby, blue baby. And your German Shepherd. What's your German Shepherd's name, Joyce? I forget, because, I'm always zeroing in on blue. Because he's the baby. He's the one. He's the one. Blue healer. Oh, I still remember you emailing me or messaging me somewhere about, tell me about blue healers. And I'm like, go watch the Healer Mama's channel. And then you got to meet Sully and all the others. I love me some Sully. He's the baby boy, but he's in charge. He's large and in charge. Raptor dogs. Oh, I love them. I love them. Someday I'll probably have another one, but not right now. My back is keeping me from walking far. I'm sorry, Jill. So today we have Ellen and her parents in our prayers because her father is having complications from his knee replacement. Spring has to go get a mass checked out, a girl mass checked out. She's on her way there now, and Jill's back, you guys. Whee! Down we go the other side. I'm super heavy though, so I'm not gonna get to going very fast down the other side. We're gonna Jake break it down the other side. Oh, Werner's not gonna go very fast. Okay, dude. He flashed a little light at me. Yes, prayers for Jill, prayers for Ellen and her parents, and prayers for Spring. I'm on I-5 southbound in Oregon, almost almost California. This is the Mount Ashland summit that I just went over in the Siskiyou mountain range. So we're headed towards Wairika, Weed, California, Redding, Lodi, well, Sacramento, then Lodi, and then I'm headed down to Kettleman City for, I think I'm going to spend the night at Kettleman City. 120 pounds of dog. Oh, okay. So I read most of that. I couldn't read all of it. Okay, down we go. So yeah, this is Sasquatch. This is big country. Of course, there's Bigfoot country all over the world, supposedly. Blue gets 30 minutes each, 2 times a day. Blue is our baby. Yes, Blue is the baby. Like in the Northeast, supposedly Bigfoot sightings, and like I said, that one documentary was very compelling. Weed looks like a nice little small town. Our Duke to run with the truck this morning. Oh, how fun! Dang it, Werner, you need to have your I'm going around you, dude. You need to have your hazards on if you're going to be going that slow. Now he's going to speed up. This guy is a pain. Woosa! Now he's going to speed up. Or before, he wasn't going to speed up going down the grade. And he's flashing an orange light at me on the trailer. That was kind of blinding. Now he's flying. Now he's doing 62 miles an hour, where he was doing 40 down the grade. Woosa! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We get kind of tense trying to drive in California because it's very dangerous. See, it just flashed again. That is weird. It's very dangerous when states have 2 separate speed limits, one for trucks and one for cars. Yes, healers are very different from other breeds. Healers are very different. I don't know what's going on with Werner, but at least he's out of my face now. Yeah, any state that has 2 separate speed limits, like Oregon, Washington, and California, separate speed limits for trucks and cars, that's a dangerous situation out on the road. And the speed limit for trucks is so low in California, it creates an even more dangerous situation because you got those guys who are pushing it. They're sitting on the edge of their seat, trying to milk every last second out of their clock. They're weaving in and out of traffic. You know, everybody on the road is doing a different speed range, and it's dangerous. But the geniuses with their pencils and their college degrees don't seem to get that. Oh, Joyce, do you have an eating window? I have an eating window from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if I think I can handle it that day, I try to stop at 1. I have an early eating window because then I got the rest. Because I'm not good at if I eat late in the day, I really deal with heartburn. I've got one of those hernias that was repaired once, supposedly. But, yeah, so I get heartburn really easy. And I have trouble waiting in the morning. I've got a bad relationship with food. I have mental issues when it comes to food. So, which resulted in me weighing 310 pounds on my wedding day. Now I've lost, you know, like over 160 pounds. I have some more to go, but yeah, I still have those issues. But having an eating window and being on the carnivore diet has really helped me a lot. Hi Doris, good morning. I went past you yesterday. Oh, he's being sweet to Doris. Fresh. He's being fresh, Doris. We have Jill, Mrs. C's cottage. We have Kim G and Yarn Happy Kim and Paula and Robbin. We and Ellen. We had Spring. Who else? Who else? Who else? Say me if I missed you. Joyce is here. Ooh, that sounds like a good breakfast. I'm having chuck steak. I cook it here in the truck before I go down the run. Oh yeah, me too. Indigestion. Niles. Yep, Mrs. C is in here. Or she was. Maybe she got busy. She's a busy lady. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? I think we're in California now. Pretty sure. I need to top off my washer fluid. I keep getting a message saying that it's... Is that Bobby? Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome in. Yep, we're in California now. I can just barely see the top of Mount Shasta on the back side of that mountain in front of me. Hi, Bobby. Oh, Niles is flirting with you. Niles Nightbot. Down we go. Bobby, if you type in the letters RPS, Niles will play rock, paper, scissors with you while we're driving down the road. Oh, Ellen typo. There you go. Yes, yes. To vary or fast. Once we get into a groove of eating, you know, the same every day and not eating the same, you know what? Here's something interesting. Many people have jumped to the conclusions that horses should, that ideally, or horses should be fed at the same times every day. Because, you know, they're, you know, it's healthy for them to have their gut in motion, you know, most of the 24 hours. When actually, what all the research points to is that if you switch up their feeding times, their body conditions will blossom, just blossom. So if you like feed it 3 one day in the afternoon, you feed it 6 the next day in the afternoon, mornings, you know, you vary your feeding times between like 6 and 10. You vary up those feeding times, and those horses will blossom. But okay, we're going through the bug station. I gotta get my paperwork out. What's going on here, Warner? You're making people stack up behind you. They want you to go through there, dude. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. Pull out. This guy is the bane of my existence this morning. Okay, whatever. Woosa! Forgive him. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And that person was going out there to check him out over on the other lane, but no. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. Yeah, I think he's a pretty inexperienced driver. He's getting chewed out by DOT. Like, don't take too long to chew him out. The rest of us want to go. We're stacked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks right now behind Werner. Okay, quit chewing him out. Let's go. Let's go. Pull him over. Do whatever. No, he's gonna get his 2 cents in. The DOT's gonna educate him. Now don't look DOT in the eye, you guys. Don't make any sudden moves. Don't attract attention. Okay, something's going on with this guy, more than just going to the wrong lane. Because now DOT's on the phone. Strip search him. Okay, I think you just let him know. I don't want to strip search him. He's a truck driver. Oh, and this guy is deciding to go around. He's going to skip it. Like, I don't know who you think you are, dude, but no, we haven't been given the okay to skip him. Okay. We weren't given permission to do that. Rule breaker, rule breaker! I'm like, you're breaking the rules! Hi. Paper rolls? Thank you. Oh, I bet you have. Lots of stories out here on the road. You guys wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. And I've only been driving for, let's see, 19, 20, 22, 24. I'm a 6-year driver now. Whoop, whoop. I'm so grown up. Drama. Drama in the scales. Yes. Actually, we call that, that's not actually a scales. I mean, it seems like it, but what that is what we call the bug station. You are not allowed to bring any kind of vegetation, fruit, vegetables, whatever, anything that grows, you are not allowed to bring in across the California state line because they're worried about a certain kind of fly or maggot or something. So anybody that comes in with a nursery load, something happens, they pull them over and they go through a procedure before they let them continue. But if you come in your car and you've got fruit that you bought at a Portland grocery store, they're going to make you throw it out. Joyce probably knows more of this story than I do, but we call it the bug station. So what they're doing is they're checking our paperwork. Like I'm hauling, it's that border. Yes, it is that border, Doris. It is absolutely. So yeah, we just call it the bug station. And I don't know all the ins and outs of what they're trying to keep out of California. Some kind of insect, and they just flat ban. I've had a friend who came in with some bananas in her grocery bag, and seems like, well, they detained her, I know that, and it seems like they made her throw them out. She bought them at Walmart or at Albertsons or something. Yes, it's that border. And every time you come into California on one of the, even the little 2-lane highways, you're going to hit one of these bug stations. Now, when we get up here to Dunsmuir, that's a scale. Lantern fly, maybe. I don't know what it is. I know that we got, there's like a butterfly or a moth or something that we have to watch out for on the East Coast. We don't have those on the, well, I don't know. I don't know that whole situation. It's like a moth, and it might be that lantern fly that you have to be careful. You have to be like, your truck has to be certified, or the driver has to be certified for checking for these bugs on the exterior of the truck before, oh, I gotta slow down. I'm in California now. Okay. You have to check for that when you head east, and I knew how to do that. I was trained to do that. I think it was the lantern fly. But basically, you just go around and brush off all the dead bugs before you head east. But maybe it's that here on the West Coast too. I know that there is an apple maggot kind of area in northeastern Washington state. You're not allowed to bring stuff. Yeah, I don't know how that all works there. Isn't that wild? Yeah, I got to brush all the dead stuff off of my truck before I head east. And there's a sticker on our trucks that say this driver is trained to brush all the dead bugs off before coming into your state. Yeah, there's like bug litigation in some states. I don't know how it all works. Maybe it's the lantern fly. I don't know. Maybe Joyce knows what it is they're afraid we're going to bring into the state. Like we're going to ruin all their crops. Are you kidding? Hello. They have water shortages here. I think they got bigger fish to fry. They got water issues. That are now, now those rivers are diseased and running dry because they're trying to water all of LA. Oh yeah, they just gave us a piece of paper to read and told us brush off all the dead bugs before you head east. And then I got a little certificate in my permit book for all the state permits that I drive in, and that was that. And you have to have a lanternfly sticker on your truck in order to enter some of those states in the east. I don't even remember which states they were. That reminds me, I need to renew my hazmat. I've gotten a couple of hazmat loads lately. However, you don't need to be certified for hazmat until you reach 1,000 pounds of hazmat on a load. That's when you gotta be a hazmat driver and have placards on your trailer. Well, these 2 loads of hazmat that I've hauled lately were less than 200 pounds, so yeah, I don't remember. I just know that in California you can't come in with any fruit or, you know, a nursery load or whatever without being detained. I've never been detained because I've never brought a nursery load into California. Hey, dude, your yarn bus only has one side of your hazards flashing. You got some bulbs burn out on the right side. Florida's like that? Okay. But Florida doesn't have bug stations. Golf, anyone? Every time I've gone in and out of Florida, there's never been like a, you know, oh, we had a little buffer there. Not you, it's me. That was me. Yeah, my left eye is a little red yet this morning. I don't think I got it all out, but maybe another night of sleep and that'll goo up and get out of there. You were talking about Werner not using his hazards. And there you go, Dana. You weren't using yours. Doing 30 miles an hour up the hill. That's a dirty old janky yarn bus up there. Those are my people. Because I live in a yarn bus for a week every 2 months. Fly, flatbed, fly! Go, baby, go! Do they? Well, you guys go in and out of Florida a whole lot more than I have. I've done it like 3 or 4 times, and of course it's always on 75. Oh, so there's a little horse trivia for you. For Florida. I need to get Illinois in there. Maybe something about the state fair or the World's Fair. Wasn't there a World's Fair in Chicago once or twice? I need to get some Illinois trivia in there. Yes. Yes. I keep saying I'm going to do it and then I forget. I flat ran out of time while I was home. Pennsylvania. Do I have Pennsylvania in there? Apparently I don't have Pennsylvania. Oh, those are things I need to work on. Illinois, Pennsylvania. I need to get like Yarn Happy Kim and Kim, the name Kim for Kim G and Yarn Happy Kim. To trigger Niles. Ellen, I've got Ellen to trigger Niles. I need to get Mrs. C. I've got Andrea. I've got Connie. I need to get Mara. There's a lot of people I got to get triggered. I need to get Niles to trigger. Climbing the Siskiyous. A lot of sagebrush and pine right here. I know I've told you guys before, I prefer a pine forest to like a Douglas fir forest. With a pine forest, I feel like I can see further through it than a Douglas fir. Hi! Your name. I'll have to get Niles to trigger your name. Yeah, I got Doris. Somebody type in Doris. I haven't got him. I'm sorry. How do I pronounce that? Tolgay? Tolgay? That's a cool name. So I'm gonna have to program Niles to trigger to your name. Let's see what happens. See if he'll. Somebody type in Ellen. And we're buffering. Okay. There's Ellen. And she cooks. Type in Robbin, R-O-B-B-I-N. I have a small handful of people. Robbin is one of them. Amber. I think Darla. Connie. Andrea. I have Andrea in there. I know that. Pretty sure I have Granny D. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's going to ignore you guys. Oh, Niles, come on. Oh, here we go. And Andrea and Connie, and I'm pretty sure Granny D and Amber. I'm slowly getting more people added in there. I think I've got Sandy. I think I've got Sandy. I know I planned on getting Sandy. Coffee, you guys. Oh my goodness. Granny D. Let's see if I got her programmed in, because it's supposed to say like Spiffy Ruru or something. Well, maybe not. Nope. I must not have got it in there. I need to sit down one of these days when I'm taking a 34 or I've got some time here in the truck and I'm not up against a spring Yarny YouTube hop deadline crocheting. And I need to revamp a lot of those commands and add more states and add more names for all of you. I need to get Kelly in there. Dazola, Crojo. Those are my girls. Lynette. I've got one in there for Laura. You could type in Laura. You could type in the word loser. Okay. I don't have Kari in there. That's another name I need to put in. Who else do I need to go put in? So I can re-watch this. I need to put Mrs. C in there. Spring. Everybody who's been in here today. Jill. Do I have Jill in there? Type in Jill. It seems like I either thought about putting Jill in there and I didn't get to it, or it is in there. I think I thought about it, and then, you know, squirrel. I'll need to put in a squirrel response. I know that. Who else do I need to put in there? I I need to put both Karis in there, Kari and Kari. I've got Darla and Amber and Robbin. Oh, Jamie from Jamie's Hooked. YouTube doesn't like the word loser. Well, Laura and I call each other loser in chat all the time. And I had a response from Niles saying, I'm not a loser, you're a loser. I need to get one in there for Lynette. Who else? Oh, Crystal up in Canada, not the big Crystal, but Ricola, Lisa, all of our Canadians. The Canadian crocheter. Yeah, Lisa. Absolutely. All of you and all these others. We made it to Wairika, you guys. And over on the left is that rusty metal sculpture of a dragon who I have named Elliot. Hi, Elliot. He's protecting this valley. That's why I call this, oh, Ladybird. Oh, that's why I call this Dragon Valley. Because of Elliot the dragon over there. Now we're coming down into the big metropolis. Not to be confused with Eureka, California. Two different places. Things are very green and pretty right now down here. Sun's out. We don't seem to have a lot of wind. There's little patches of snow up in the mountains. I can't see. Okay, bye, Joyce. I gotta get Joyce in there. It seems like I have Joyce in there. Maybe, you know, I think I have all these people mentioned in here, and I don't. It's just that I thought about putting your names in there, and then I forgot. I squirreled. Oh, Doris, you're on a time limit for coffee? Oh my goodness. I drink coffee almost all day long. I do quit a couple hours before I stop driving in the afternoon, but otherwise, the first thing I do is reach for coffee. Because even on my intermittent fasting, so someone told me once, well, if it has calories, then you broke your fast. Well, that's not what what is that doctor's name in Tennessee? Anyway, if it spikes your insulin, it breaks your fast, is what he says. Dr. Ken Berry. Yeah. So I don't worry about my coffee. My coffee has a little pat of Kerrygold in it. It has, because I got to keep my fat content up. It has one of those Element packages of sugar-free chocolate, sweet with stevia, electrolytes. So it's magnesium, potassium, and sodium. So one of those packets and some Kerrygold. I don't even use heavy cream anymore. Heavy cream I think spiked the lactose in anything dairy. Just the way I make it, it breaks my back. Okay, yes. I make a mocha, but okay. But it's got butter and collagen in it too. Oh yes, I have some packets of collagen I should be putting in my coffee. I sell collagen, by the way, you guys. The Amway through the Nutrilite division sells collagen. They even have a collagen creamer. Big Town Wairika, don't blink, you guys. They just repaved this road over to my right. That's why it looks so shiny and pretty. It's all it looks like they did it in concrete rather than blacktop. Oh, there's Tractor Supply, one of my favorite stores. Almost got the hiccups. And there's a minor perk little drive-up coffee stand. There's the Forestry Service, Klamath National Forest headquarters. CHP, they've got a station here, California Highway Patrol. Then they got a Riley's grocery store, which I like. And then they've got Walmart, which I park right off of in a dirt lot just outside of the boundary of the Walmart parking lot. I haven't parked in that spot in a long time. But it's a pretty decent sized dirt parking lot. And there was always real good area over here to walk the dogs. Little hidey hole. Oh, I don't know what that is. You're going to have to tell me, Doris. Text me. Because I love Tractor Supply. Because I'm probably going to agree with you, whatever it is. Yeah, text me what that is, and I'll look at it after the live is over. We're going to stop the live right after Pollard Flat, because by the time I get to Lakehead, I've got no service and I lose you guys anyway. But in the meantime, we'll go through Castle Crags and all that area. All that sunlight is just it's so nice to see sunlight. Now, on the other side of Wairika, I call this Cow Valley, and I know a lot of you have heard this before, because somebody took all the rusty metal pieces of trash on the side of the road and made a cow sculpture of a cow and a calf. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? Do you have a blue sky in Spokane today? Oh, you scared Niles. You scared him. You said the L word. Typical boy. And that mountain in front of us, look at that. That's Mount Shasta, you guys. It's so pretty. So pretty. Come on, Spiffy truck, you can do it. Come on, baby. Go, go, go. Yeah, mule. She's trying. She's very heavy. Our load is 44,000 pounds today. Add 34,000 pounds to that, and you'll get my gross weight. Somewhere in the 76,000 pound area. But yeah, we heavy. We fat. We are fat today. Look at that pond. It's so full of ducks and geese, all kinds of water birds. So pretty through here. If I was ever forced to live in Northern California, it would be this valley. I would not come in kicking and screaming if it was this valley, or the valley that Highway 6 goes through. That is just gorgeous. protected by a dragon. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna have to get over. Sorry, ABS, but we got DOT on the right. There we go. I'll get back over. Robbin's here. Okay. Then I'm getting back over so ABS can go around me. Down into Cow Valley. This is one of the two places I would not protest about living in if I was forced to live in California. Such a beautiful place, right in the shadow of Mount Shasta and Black Butte. And lots of cattle ranches here. Old-fashioned irrigation over there, the pipes with the wheels on them. Okay, Alan, let's see. Oh, you won. Hello, and he admitted it. He admitted defeat. So a lot of juniper pine here, a lot of sage and juniper pine. A little bit of scrub oak. My kind of place, because it reminds me of living outside of the Dalles. Someplace I wanted to live for years, and I never did. Oh, there's the cow sculptures. I bet if one of you Googled cow sculpture Yreka, California, Y-R-E-K-A, California, you could find a picture of the cow sculpture. And you could do the same thing with the Yreka dragon. Yreka cow, Yreka dragon. I know. Oregon is getting, yeah, Oregon is just Northern California. Seriously. And Washington is super Northern California. Yeah, I wouldn't mind moving to Wyoming, Nebraska. Hopefully Idaho doesn't get overrun and become part of that whole California influence. Right now, Idaho's okay. I have seen some changes that I'm not happy about, but that's what we get for being complacent. Yeah, it's kind of like the horse industry. We got complacent about a few things a few years back. Oh, Crazy Horse. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. That's a good yarn bus bucket list destination. A lot of places I want to visit, you know, west of the Rockies. Well, even a couple places east. Mostly trading posts and old military forts and sites of the, you know, massacres. Was it a disappointment? See, now Robbin's done some traveling. Like frogs. Yes, exactly. Frogs thrown into, yes. Yes. Boiled frog syndrome. That's what happened in the horse industry about 10 years back. We were complacent thinking, oh, they'll never do that. Oh yeah, all these people who truly don't understand the nature of horses but think they're horse experts got in there and changed some laws that really affected the health of the horse industry right now and the horses themselves. Because they think that they're doing them a favor. Beautiful hay fields and pastures out here. We just went by Grenada, California. And up ahead, the big mountain on the left is Mount Shasta, and the little mini-me mountain on the right is Black Butte. Why are you twisting? Niles, knock it off! Or maybe Stephanie's in here slapping the camera, and I just didn't see her do it. Lots of red wood barns out here. And quarter horses. Of course, that one doesn't look like a quarter horse from here. It looks more like an Arab. There's a ranch in Montana that only uses Arabians for working cattle. And I think Arabians are versatile. Just a different mentality. Black Butte. There is a Black Butte in Oregon, over in central Oregon, but there's a Black Butte here right next to Mount Shasta also. Yeah, Black Butte's in central Oregon. I've been there. My dad, my stepmom, and my brother, and my aunts and uncles. Yeah, we all... And we fed the chipmunks up on our knees. Like we kneeled down and put food, like I'd set food on top of my thigh, and they'd run up on my thigh and eat the food and then run back. The chipmunks are spoiled. I mean, you go up to Black Butte, and as soon as you park, the chipmunks come running. And the little ground squirrels, they come running so that you can hand feed them. They are spoiled. So be sure to take some squirrel food up there with you. Of course, I haven't been there since I was a kid. They might discourage it now. Oh, you did that too? Yes. Like seagulls, yes, seagulls. Oh, I tell you what, you pull into a truck stop or a rest area out here and the seagulls come running. So do the starlings. If you pull into the fuel island at Rice Hill in Oregon, the starlings are like, you got to kick them out of the way. Move over, Mooch. I got to put fuel in the truck. I know I told some of you, but some of you may not have heard this. I went to school with a guy, I had such a crush on him. His name was Louis Red Cloud. And he was wild. And he was so cute. Cute! Long-legged. And he was, I believe, he was a direct descendant of the Red Cloud. Like the famous Red Cloud. Dang, he was cute. I had such a crush on him. A little too wild for me, and I was pretty wild. Yep, graduated high school with that guy in the Dalles. Lots of cattle, a lot of beef and dairy cows in this valley. I don't know why I'm twisting. I think Stephanie's in here messing with this. Chipmunks are cuter though. Oh, absolutely cuter. Absolutely cuter. I think I need a trucker break. Thank you. I need a trucker break. Well, I'll have to read that when I get parked here. Here they come. Okay, now. Here's a good spot for a trucker break.
Take the ramp ahead.
Out of the way. Turn on my hazards. See what Doris said. All this I got when I was cantering up the hills on our trail rides. Yeah, I did a lot of bareback riding in grade school and high school, just everywhere, all over the countryside. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't make a mess. Okie dokie. King of the road. Trailers for sailing. Rooms to let the distance. No phone, no phone, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. Man of means by no. Okay. All right, everybody back in your seats. You know, if any of you are still going to the bathroom, you better get to running because we're going. We are going. Seatbelts. Everybody on board. Niles is grumpy. Grumpy Niles. He gets a little childish sometimes. Oh, I need some of that sunlight in my eyeballs. I haven't been getting enough sunlight in my eyeballs for about the last week, and I'm feeling it. Whew. Sleepy during the day. Okay. Here we go now. Yep, this valley. I love this valley. Very remote out here, but not too remote. There's a Walmart in Wairika, and then on the north end, and then on the south end you've got Weed, California. Yes, I take vitamin D with my calcium at night, and that helps. But here in the northern hemisphere, for many months in the wintertime, vitamin D we cannot naturally make vitamin D from the sunlight. And I don't know when that changes over. I think we're getting close if we haven't already changed over. But like down in Florida, Georgia, they can make vitamin D naturally through sunlight all year round. So, but in the wintertime, well, I guess really winter depression is a big deal in the Midwest, especially places like Ohio, because yeah, everybody's encouraged to take a good form of vitamin D over there. But I take vitamin D. I sell vitamin D, of course. Vitamin D plus, I take vitamin D pill. Niles doesn't like you. Niles gets kind of mean sometimes. He's like a little kid. I take CalMag D at night, calcium magnesium D tablets at night, plus I take an extra vitamin D at night. Helps me sleep, and it helps me, you know, it is a natural, it's there, these Neutralite is considered non-synthetic, so you know, it's a good form of vitamin D, but it's not the same as what we get from the sunlight. But we have to get sunlight in our eyes, like first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening, to help our natural rhythms and to keep us from getting sick. Because if you're getting sunlight through glass, all that glass is tempered and you're not getting the good rays. You need the full spectrum of the rays. You don't have to look directly at the sun, but let that sunlight hit your face, you know, for at least 10 minutes at sunrise, and about 10 minutes at bedtime, and then use blue blockers after that, so you're not getting, you know, like LED lighting and unnatural lighting in your eyes to screw up your rhythms. In the winter, it's just for the respiratory. Oh, okay, it's good for the, okay, cool. Yeah, I take vitamin D at night with my calcium and magnesium. Right lane closed ahead, and I'm stuck behind these mobile homes that passed me earlier. Then they pulled over and I passed them, and then I pulled over. We're playing leapfrog. Okay, right lane ends, you guys. Yeah, I gotta get sunlight. You need sunlight in your eyes, even if you're like shading, like if you're standing in the shade of a building or a tree. And let it hit your skin. Morning and night. Because what causes problems is when you don't get the full spectrum of sunlight. You only get like sunlight through a tempered glass. Oh yeah, you won! If you only get sunlight through tempered glass, that's going to cause cancer. That is cancer causing. So like the sunlight coming in through the driver's side window right now, I have to shade that. I've got this little truck visor thing that I stick up into the top of the window because it blocks out the light you're supposed, you know, the full spectrum of rays. Yes, it does help you fight depression, and it helps you fight disease. It helps you fight autoimmune things. I mean, all these, like a full range of things. But if you don't get any direct sunlight in your eyes or on your skin at least once or twice a day, you're going to end up sick. You will end up sick. And a lot of doctors aren't tapping into that. Yes, eyes. Your eyes are very signaling. There are light signals that come in through your eyes, and you don't have to be in direct sunlight. But like at sunrise, figure out what time sunrise is, and you know, walk out the door and look to the east. Just look to the east. You don't have to have sun in your eyes. The sun could still be below the horizon, whatever it is, and let that, you know, daylight hit your eyes for the signaling for 10 minutes, and do the same thing at sunset. Sarah, I want to say, I can never pronounce her last name. I can never picture the spelling. Sarah Kleinman Wellness on YouTube. She's a pretty good source. She talks a lot about, you know, using blue blockers in the morning before you get, you know, don't let any unnatural light hit your eyes without you wearing these blue blockers. And I'm using Viva Ray's blue blockers, but there's a cheaper pair that are red. Well, you can get different tints that I bought originally, because they're like $35, something like that, on Amazon. I think they're linked down below. I can't remember. But also there's Viva Rays, which are a better quality, and I've been wearing those morning and night. Like at night after I'm done, you know, if I'm not going to see any more natural light in the evening, I put on those blue blockers and wear them until I go to bed. And then the first thing in the morning I reach for is my blue blockers, and I wear them. That's why you see me wearing 2 pairs of glasses, because one pair is my blue blockers, which you need those every time you look at a screen, your phone, your tablet, your computer, your TV, because the light signaling, the blue light coming from those screens has been shown to mess with us mentally. Are you getting to the point where you're having trouble concentrating, having trouble sleeping? You especially need to do this if you have trouble sleeping. I know that my sleep has gotten so much better since I started doing this, you know, blue blockers, and then natural sunlight in my eyes for 10 minutes. I go for a walk, even though I don't have a dog. I'll go around and do the pre-trip on the truck. All of these things. So Sarah Kleinman, something like that. It's a very Germanish kind of name, and it starts with a K. Wellness. I have a terrible time with fluorescent light. Yes. Oh, fluorescent light. Yeah, fluorescent and LEDs are the worst. The incandescent bulbs that they're trying to get rid of completely, those are better. But if you can get incandescent bulbs that are red tinted, those are even better. And a lot of people, you know, they don't like a red tint in their room. But I have a couple of little standalone light sockets that I put red incandescence in them. That's a tough word. To help me in the mornings. I don't have one on the truck right now. I did before I quit driving for this company. But I have one for the motorhome and I have one for the truck. That especially helps me because I want to take off the glasses to wash my face in the morning, which I haven't been doing. I need to get back to doing. And turn on that red light so that I'm not spilling all my, you know, face products. Which has happened because I couldn't see what I was doing. It's a life adjustment to do this, but because I'm single, it's easier for me. But other people living with you, you know, you're on is just ridiculous. But these Viva Rays, these clear Viva Rays that I have, they're very helpful. I just put them over the top of my reading glasses when I need to read something. Glasses on underneath them. It helps my sleep so much. But I am struggling with the daylight savings. I haven't caught up my sleep pattern with daylight savings yet. probably going to take a week or so. I'm sleepy. Bum, 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 bum. We're coming up out of this valley and we're going to come into coming into Weed. Roxanne! To put on the red light. Song now Sting is singing in my head. Oh shush, truck. Oh, he's being mean to you, Paula. He's being mean. Ugh. Oh, ducks and geese in that pond. That pond is really down low. I'm surprised. We were in the ER during the time change. It actually hasn't messed with me. Sleep in anyway. Seems like I get lucky a lot that way, but not this year. Whew. Doris won. Yay. Coming up on North Weed Boulevard. There were some fires in this area last year. There's so much flooding this year, especially in Oregon, and the further south you go in Oregon, the more flooding there is. But I don't know about this part. I mean, there's some flooding down here. Rivers and creeks have jumped their banks, but that just grows more fuel for fire later on in the season. Oh, Paula won. Paula won, playing rock, paper, scissors. Oh, yeah, that would mess me up all by itself, Ellen. I'm an old lady. I like to be in bed no later than 8 o'clock, sometimes much earlier. North Weed Boulevard. I really got to watch my speed through here. And peeking up all over that hill right in front of me, that's Black Butte. And you can't really see, you can't see Shasta over on the left right yet. You can kind of see an edge of it. Yep, Weed Boulevard. That's the exit I take to go on Highway 97. You mean in bed by 4:30? Sometimes yes. Sometimes that's an actual thing. 4:30 in the afternoon, I'm like, oh, I'm done. That's true. Southweed Boulevard. That's this exit. But that's the Highway 97 exit. If I'm cutting up through Bend, Oregon, I would take this exit. If I was coming from Southern California and was delivering up by Bend or up by Hermiston or Boardman, that's the route I would take. I've done it. Oh yeah, I get cranky. I've done it. I don't know how Ellen does it. I think there was a lot of worry and emotion going on in that situation. But because they were at the hospital with her dad. But otherwise, no. I've done it as a kid. Okay, that hay truck is going to hold me back climbing this grade, which is fine. Quit crowding me, auto hauler. I'm not that easily intimidated. Get off your phone, dude. He's looking down at his hands. He's not maintaining lane control, which we all wander around in our lane. There's no doubt about that. Yes, adrenaline, absolutely. But all these diseases have been shown to improve by mitigating your light environment. And that's what we're talking about here. 10 minutes of sunrise, 10 minutes of sundown, and blue blockers before and after. And blue blockers when you're looking at any kind of screen. That's why you guys see me wear those clear glasses over the top of my reading glasses sometimes. I don't do it all day long, but definitely in the morning when I first get up and before I go to bed, those blue blockers are on. And I get myself the 5 to 10 minutes of sunrise and sunset by walking around the truck, taking the little outside walk. What a difference. All of that makes a huge difference. And according to Sarah, it takes care of a lot of autoimmune, a lot of diseases. MS, that MS is linked to a light environment problem. Healing time, recovery time. Oh, climbing it. Come on, mule. Yeah, mule. Sarah, I want to say Kleiner Wellness. I'm trying to think of what her last name is. Sarah, something with a K, Wellness on YouTube. She has a lot of experts in as guests on her to pick their brains and talk to them about all this research. Helps with weight loss. That's why I want to crochet outside whenever possible, which is never possible. But I do try to, like when I'm going down the road in the morning, if I've rolled right at daylight like this morning, that's why I spend a few minutes with the window down so that I can at least get some of that light into the cab without it going through that tempered glass, because like all glass made today for like houses and vehicles is tempered, so we need to crack our windows at sunrise and sunset to get those signaling rays into our brains. Going around that hill on the left, that's Black Butte, you guys. Black Butte. I'm gonna get in the right lane. Yes, definitely, me too. No lights, yes. That's another thing she advocates for, is getting rid of those digital, covering up those digital clocks. Shutting off anything in the room. Because we have enough radiation going through the walls. Any kind of electricity has radiation. Earbuds is like putting mini microwaves in your ears. You could end up with a brain tumor easily, or any other kind of, autoimmune or, major illness has been linked to these forms of radiation. I live and work in a radiation producing box. Not only do I have this huge Detroit engine in front of me, but the steel belted radials on our tires, after you've driven for an hour, you can test the radiation coming off of them, and they are at microwave levels, like your kitchen microwave. This is why they told you for years not to stand in front of the microwave. Our digital clocks has a dimmer. Yeah, I just take duct tape over the digital clock on my microwave, which is really bright. Oh, they're burning those slush piles right there. Cool. I use two like a double layer of duct tape over the clock on my microwave, and I think that dims it down enough to safe levels. I've also got an electronic panel right next to my head to control the temperature, and the controls for the inverter so that I can plug things in is right there by my head. And there's also like a bendable arm with a light on the end of it, like a spotlight for, you know, using at the desk. You can bend it around. Well, I've got 2 towels folded up over that arm, and I bend that over so that the towels cover up that all those digital displays, so those don't get in my eyes. And then any dash lights, because it's on an auto, it's on this kind of idling cycle on the truck, so that whenever the truck batteries go down to a certain point, the truck will start on its own and idle for a while and then shut off. So auto idle is on, so there are dash lights that I can't get rid of. So I pull the big thick blackout curtain that comes in behind the 2 front seats so that I don't see those. And anything that gives off any kind of light, I have covered up. And all of these things are mitigating your light environment and helps you sleep. It took about 24 to 36 hours for me to notice a difference when I started doing this stuff in my sleep. There was less tossing and turning, less waking up in the middle of the night, all of the things. And I haven't been sick, that's for sure. I don't want to be dependent on a bunch of these damn medications that have 50 million side effects. Deep tractor ruts, okay. Well, it is 42 degrees and clear skies. There aren't even any chemtrails going across the sky. That's another thing that just irritates me, is that they're spraying us with chemicals. They might be. They might be heading that way. Denver is having their big spring storm. Every spring, March or April, there's a big shut down the airports, highways, and 2-lane dirt roads kind of blizzard. We're talking whiteout blizzard, where if you decide to drive to the convenience store, you can't see the white line, so you don't even know where you're at on the highway. I learned that the hard way. Because I thought, okay, it's a blizzard, big deal. I want something from the convenience store. I thought, you know, I'm just going up a dirt road and then turning right on the highway for about a half a mile. It'll be fine. I can see where I'm out in the lane. No, I could not see the ditches. I was crying and I was begging God to protect Dooley. Like, if anything happens, you know, protect Dooley, Father. It is awful. And then headed back when I'm crying and praying. I'm about a quarter mile up on that 2-lane highway, and a semi truck goes the other way. And I'm thinking, if I can't see, he can't see. And he just missed me by accident. Of course, that highway was closed. He had to have gone around the arm down there at Falcon. Because I've driven in blizzards, you know, just up a dirt road just to go to a neighbor's house or something. I can see the road. Not a whiteout. Okay, you guys. Now we're coming into an actual way station here at Dunsmuir. So don't make any sudden moves. Yep, I got the red light. We always get the red light here. Wouldn't surprise me if they pull me in for an inspection, which means we will be out in a second. No more live drive. Okay, here we go now. Here we go now. All trucks stop at scales. So this guy next to me is going to blow the scales. Good luck, dude. And they get away with it. I wouldn't get away with it, but these idiots always do. All trucks stop at scales. And they decided I was going too slow, so they got in the left lane and blew right past it. And unless they have somebody sitting here designated to chase, that guy will just keep going. Hide the yummies. Too many cords. Okay. What day is today? Thursday? Yeah. Rolling down windows so I can understand them when they start yelling at trucks. Thursday, yes. Hi Maritza, welcome in. There's another name. There's another name that Niles needs to recognize when she comes in, is Maritza. He needs to speak to her. Log truck. That's a crazy job. Coming down those narrow, muddy logging roads. On the side of a barely cut out, like a goat trail on the side of a mountain. Carrying all that weight. No thank you. I like my pampered dry van reefer job. Yes, Niles loves you. Oh, they pulled one guy around. Wait a minute, what's going on up here? For now, yeah, he'll change his mind in a minute. Okay, something's going on with that one truck up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th truck ahead of me there. We've got 2 or 3 behind me. They might have shut off the sign to keep them from backing up out onto the freeway. They do that. They'll shut off the sign. They feel like they're going to start impeding traffic because it's only 2 lanes. See, here comes a red truck. He went by. I bet they shut it off, or else Or else he's running it. That's England. You'd think they'd know better. I think they let him by because the flatbed right behind him is doing the same thing. Yeah, they shut him off. Yep, here comes another one. Looks like a Schneider. There goes the flatbed. Here comes Schneider. Yeah, they shut off. They turned the sign and say that we're closed. Yes, how are you, Maritza? I love when you come in and say, hola! now you got Niles singing to you, Ellen. He's a songbird is what he is. I need to shut off my lights. Oh, they're already shut off. Why are my lights shut off? Because I didn't turn them on when I left? That's smart, Dana. Or did I go through, no, I haven't gone through a way station. Nope, I left them off when I left. Good thing it was daylight. Buh. Oh, that pine smells so good coming in the windows. I love pine. I love a pine forest. Whew. Smells so good. The sky keeps on turning. Oh, look at that CHP cutting across there. Did you guys see that? Did you guys? Am I the only one who saw that? Okay, don't make any sudden moves, you guys. Don't
Continue on the current road.
tomorrow. Oh, I still got my turn signal on. Please don't pull me in. Ugh. Okay, looks like we're clear. Yellow, we're out. See ya. See ya. Woo, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, they're giving the horses a break, and that big old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 horse trailer right there. Here we go now. Yahoo! Turn on my headlights now. Slower traffic, keep right. Hey, I'm not gonna get in that left lane. Don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Now it's in my head. It's in my head. There's that flatbed. He pulled over to check his load or pee. Go pee behind the cab. Everyone, seatbelts. We're legal beagles here. Oh, Niles, fresh. She's married, you know. He is a sucker. is a suck-up. Hi, Kari. Good morning. Whoa, slow down, Spiffy. There we go. Keep it under 60, girl. Niles, you suck-up. So this is the little town, it's a little mountain town called Dunsmuir. That's Kari. Yeah! We're making fun of Niles. There's a couple of does on the side of the road there. Stay over there, girls. Don't be jumping out in front of the big truck. No suicide by truck today. Don't need any of that. Dunsmuir, the little old mountain town, kind of reminds me of Kelly. Yes, that's Kari. She's helping me host the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social. Yes, there's snow on the mountains. Easy girl. Oh, we're getting over. We're going to have to slow it down because she's starting to gain momentum. I don't want her to pop up over 60 miles an hour in these mountain towns like the city of Shasta Lake, Dunsmuir, and Weed, because those CHPs sit at the bottom of these grades. Little town right here. There we go. So yeah, the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social is going to be so great this year. It's going to be amazing. And anyone who isn't in the square swap, it sounds like we need 8 or 9 more people to fill a group. Oh, you won. You won! Good job, Paula. He's going to start getting mean because he's very childish. I need to get a screenshot of Niles from Fraser's brother, and make that the thumbnail. For these lives. Hi, Barbara. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Going through the mountains, and like I said, when we hit Pollard Flat, then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, because by the time we get to Lakehead, I will be absolutely dead, and I will lose you just like last time. So I'll shut down the live right before Lakehead, right after Pollard Flat. Oh, Doris, you must have won, because he's acting like a child again. He doesn't want to admit it. That's our Niles. worry about rock slides. I worry about trees coming over when the ground is so, you know, saturated. I worry, there's a lot of bears that cross up here. I don't want to hit any bears. Oh, he's being mean to you now, Barbara. Okay. Ugh. And then in the summertime, the wildfires along here are devastating, especially to those driving through here, like the Delta fire where people got stuck. Like the freeway was packed, nobody could get turned around to run the other way. People jumped out of their rigs and out of their cars and they just ran for their lives. That was, I believe, 2018. That summer. And those vehicles burned to the ground. I mean, they were nothing but a frame. They burned that hot. Normally, when a vehicle burns, you know, it kind of goes out after a while and you still have, you know, remnants of the seats or whatever. No, these vehicles were completely burned to a skeleton. It was crazy. And of course it was arson, from what I understand. I don't get these environmental terrorists. I don't get it. The logic escapes me as to why they do these things. Ruining these God-given resources and trying to kill people. One of them that started a fire up, like, where was it? Was it outside of Weed or was it outside of Reading? I think it was outside of Reading like 2 years ago. Turned out to be a professor from UCLA. I don't get these people. And all those fires that happened up and down I-5 and in the Willamette Valley and California and Washington, arson. They found those, so you know how those lighted lanterns work when you know they have like a wedding or something. They take a little tea light candle and a little kind of lantern kind of parachute thing over it, and the heat from that little tiny flame lifts them into the air. Well, someone was making devices similar to that and letting them loose in the national forest. And I spent the night before that all those fires erupted at the exact same time that morning. I was at the truck stop in Talent, Oregon, in Southern Oregon. And I heard those sirens go off just before I left. In fact, I was just walking back to the truck with Dooley, and I heard all these sirens. Well, I didn't see or smell anything. I was just thinking, I didn't do it, whatever it is. And then I hopped in the truck with Dooley, and we headed south to California. Half the town of Talent burnt down that morning. And all those fires all along I-5 in 3 states were set at the exact same time. Idiots. And they're all being manipulated and controlled. They fall into these manipulation traps and think they're being, you know, they're all, you know, political justice warriors or something, when they're not. They're actually feeding some other organization's agenda, and they have no idea that they're doing it. They think they're just warriors. They're nothing but jerks. There's my rant. There's one of my mini rants. Yep. And all kinds of stories just like that from that same year. The rioting, that was all coordinated. And it was very targeted to specific, the looting from specific businesses, very targeted. A friend of mine saw a text that was meant to be for one of those looters, and it was directing the looters to start at 6 p.m. in Fresno and was telling them what businesses to target. Well, it got turned over to the police, and the Fresno police shut it down before it ever started. But yeah, all these things were being coordinated. People are just, and they're gullible to all this crap. It kills me how gullible they are. And then those riders surrounding semi-trucks and attacking the driver. Oh man, I was ready for that. Let's just say I was ready. I'm still ready. Thankfully, I never got in a situation like that. I was driving for night transportation in 2020. That was a great year to drive truck, let me tell you. Even for a company like Night that makes you sit. This company's starting to make me sit and not giving me, I am not getting the money that I got when I started this job at a lower rate. I started this job at a much lower rate than I'm at now, but I bring home less money. So I'm afraid, okay, so here's my prediction. This company's going to go under. And I predicted that Joann's was going to go under. And now this morning we see a headline from Creative Grandma that Joann's filed bankruptcy. I'm going to have to watch that later on today. I called it. I called it a while back. I just felt like Joann's, you know, they needed to remodel their stores a long time ago because they were very outdated stores. They're very old looking inside. And the fact that people, you know, more and more complaints were coming in about Joann's and their shipping and their dye lots and all these things, and the fact that I've been disenchanted with them for several years now, I don't even think of Joann's as a source anymore. And I've got a Joann's close to where I'm at in Oregon. But I'd rather hit Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby cut their yarn in half. That's terrible. This is why, and I think that's because they looked at the numbers and said, we're not selling that yarn. Well, that is why I think promoting fiber arts, I think it's important to promote our fiber arts, to pass it on, not only to pass it on, but to pass it on correctly, which is why we should stick to standards when we're teaching beginners. There's so many big channels out there doing tutorials, teaching bad habits and, you know, bad, let's say, crochet ethic when they're teaching beginners. Yeah, we want to make it easy for beginners, but there's a better path to that than what's being taught by a lot of these big channels. And I don't think they're doing crocheters, you know, justice. You know, the whole crochet world is not being done justice by poor teaching. You know, we're gonna lose things like all those hanks of yarn that we had at Hobby Lobby because the numbers aren't there, because our fiber arts aren't being promoted. So that's what the Promoting Fiber Arts group is all about, and why I'm uploading a video every month. Dang, Schneider, what is your deal? You're killing me. You're the one who blew by. You probably got the okay to blow by. Right, and if you want to teach it, then learn the foundation. Because most people, like myself included, did not learn the solid foundation of, you know, beginners crochet. And I had to go back. Yeah, we do beginner crocheters a disservice when they put out bad beginner tutorials. And they're huge influencers on YouTube. Of the shawl that never ends. Oh, cool. Love it. Hi, Betty. Yarny Social, is it? Whatever happened to that one? That was poorly written. I tried helping you with it. Selena Baca tried helping you with it. For those of you that don't know, Selena Baca was at our first. Whatever happened to the shawl that was so poorly written that you were trying to do the first year of the Yarny Social? Because I tried to help you with it and I couldn't. Selena Baca couldn't help you with it. The shawl pattern that Kari was trying to do the first year that, oh, it was a cowl. It's somewhere in a whip pile. Yeah, it was poorly written. And if Selena Baca can't help you with a pattern, it's poorly written. Because Selena Baca was at that first Yarny Social. Oh yeah, it was bad. You couldn't make heads or tails of that. And Selena was so forgiving to the designer because she's a designer herself. Yeah. I'd like to know where you found that pattern. Chewing on my chuck steak. Yeah, all of this was part of the Delta fire. This area right here, and the flames were huge. They were reaching from one side of the freeway to the other. And people just ran. Jumped out of their cars, their trucks, whatever, and they just ran down the freeway. That was devastating. Yeah, I mean, there is a standard to pattern writing for crochet. There's a standard. There is a language that is considered the standard for all crochet patterns, but people just write them however they want, and they're not doing anybody any justice. They're not helping people learn how to read a pattern. You know, people say they can't read patterns. Well, it's not that hard. I was self-taught because I learned what all these stitches are, and then I looked at a pattern that had all the, you know, all the parentheses and asterisks and repeat froms and all that kind of stuff, and if it was well written, it made sense to me. especially if you have a stitch count at the end, right, Robbin? If Robin's still here, if we have a stitch count at the end of each row or round or section, we can usually figure that out. And then I went and learned from the American Crochet Association about pattern writing, reading patterns, and then writing patterns, and there's a standard. But you're not doing anybody any favors by just writing out a sentence explaining how to do your pattern, because then you're just keeping people coming back to your written patterns. They can't read anybody else's. They can only read yours. It's like, do you teach them to fish or do you give them a fish? It's that kind of mentality. Do you help people help themselves, or do you just do everything for them? I think it keeps people in a box. I need a bottle of water. Now, I told you guys about the chocolate stevia electrolytes that I put in my coffee. Well, I have a citrus flavored stevia sweetened electrolyte that I put in my water. It's really good. Okay, here's Pollard Flat, you guys. I'm going to put a little stuff in my water. And then we're going to end the live. Everybody get your rock, paper, scissors in, because we're going to shut her down. Niles is going to have to go home. It has been fun. Thank you all for coming in. Love you. See you guys. See you guys. When I get to this straight spot, I'm going to shut it down. And this is all where the Delta fire was. Whew. Crazy. Love you all. Yes, love you all. Talk to you all later. I hope you all have a great day. Okay, love you guys. Bye.